I'm a trailer editor working in the film industry, and here's my take on the just dropped first teaser for writer-director James Gunn's Superman. Now, everything I'm going to talk about is from a studio marketing point of view. These first couple of shots establish that Superman can be hurt. He's vulnerable. In other words, very different from Henry Cavill's version of the character. The studio clearly feels this will garner empathy and unique interest from moviegoers, an attraction to a character who's really not perfect. The whole teaser is about establishing characters and settings, like Clark Kent making his way to work, the Daily Planet, and Lois Lane. The electric guitar we hear is well suited to James Gunn and his Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and that guitar playing the Christopher Reeve Superman theme says this movie is something very different than anything we've seen before for this iconic character. Hip, cool, Gen Z, pop culture fueled, pick one. We get a very ordinary looking Kent farm, as well as who appears to be Jonathan Kent. Now this establishes the look of Clark's upbringing and begins to take us around the look and feel of this particular iteration in the movie. The appearance of Krypto shows a side of the Superman comic story we have not seen in live action, and this is just the beginning of how a bit more fun the studio wants audiences to realize clearly that this movie will be. And that's the only line of dialogue in the entire teaser. By the way, this shot of Superman saving a young girl is not only a fantastical action moment, but says we're going back to the Superman who looks out for humanity, as opposed to needing to do a lot of punching and fighting like in the previous Man of Steel. The electric guitar now becomes a full orchestra version of the 1978 Superman theme. And that's where we're introduced in a wrap-up montage to a whole swath of bad guys like Lex Luthor, allies, and a plethora of other characters, letting us know that this will be an ensemble movie and not just about Superman. So the takeaway here, at least in my book, is that this is essentially going to be another Guardians of the Galaxy type movie, but with Superman, especially with that giant beast running around and breathing fire. Jokey ensemble films are what Gunn is all about. Ultimately, in my opinion, the studio wants moviegoers to know that this movie will be many things, plus will likely have the Guardians mentality and winking playfulness. Action-packed, colorful, perhaps light-hearted, and fun for the whole family, right? Moving beyond the dark, brooding recent past of the Zack Snyder universe. Will a movie simply called Superman, but with so many additional characters and elements, not trip over its own cape because it may seem too jam-packed? Obviously, we won't really know that until July 11th. What did you think of this teaser trailer? Does it fit what you're hoping this movie will ultimately be, or do you think it's a huge misstep in direction? Let me know in the comments.